In pile 1, you chose the black obsidian. And so we're going to channel some messages from Spirit here. And your first card coming out is Journey. And you have the number 2 at the top there. So that could mean you've been on a journey for 2 years, 2 months, 2 decades. You could be seeing 222 a lot. So what I'm picking up from this is especially the way this person is holding this lamp behind them and in front of them is what I can see from there. She's kind of holding, it's like she's moving forward and moving back at the same time because she's just kind of pausing there on the bridge. But there is a light right up ahead of her, if you see that, like there's a light guiding her path. And Spirit is here to tell you that, pile 1. That you are not alone on this journey, even though this feminine energy on this card shows she's alone, that light is guiding her path. So you are not alone on this journey, pile 1. We're going to get some more for you here from Spirit. Spirit, can you please come through these cards for pile 1 and just give them a message today for their best and highest good with unconditional love, and just advise them on this journey. Spirit, advise them more on their journey, where this journey is taking them. Okay, so you're coming out of that trapped feeling, it looks like, or you have been feeling trapped or stuck. Well, you're getting an Ace of Wands, so some new beginnings coming in for you, pile 2. Let's see a little bit more about this new beginning, Spirit. What is this new beginning coming in for pile 2? For pile 2, I feel like I just hear the word resilience. You have just been resilient. And resilience doesn't mean that you steadily have this apparent strength. What resilience actually means is you get knocked down and you get back up again. You have your low moments, pile 2. That's what it's showing. And you've had that period of time where you've just been have that trapped feeling, that stuck feeling in your head. But you're coming out of that, yeah. Okay, so 2 of Wands is traveling, moving to a different place, different location, possibly traveling for work. But it's in reverse, so it could show that your journey has definitely had its delays. Like you keep trying to move forward and make a new start, and then it gets delayed, and then you have this success coming in. Good news, the 6 of Wands, and then you're working, trying to build this, and that's how this has been a journey for you, pile 2. But what Spirit is really trying to say to you today is you may have felt that you always are on this journey alone, but I really feel this strong feeling to tell you you are not alone on this journey. You don't have to take it all upon yourself. Whatever has happened previously in your life that made you feel like you are completely alone and you've got to do everything on your own, that's going to come to light within you. Pile 2, yep, we got an Ace of Pentacles, ooh, okay. And the 4 of Swords, so you're very much in your thoughts about this. We have 2 cards where they're very much contemplating where they're going, like you're stopping and contemplating what you're building here. Then you have this Ace of Pentacles coming in, which is a new, possibly, idea for entrepreneurship, your own business. But you're just contemplating. You're kind of just standing back here. A lot of this is back and forth between your thoughts, okay, and possibly your thoughts are currently blocking your success coming in, all right? So let's get a little bit more. What is this? What are these thoughts blocking, Spirit? The pile 1 is having. What is their thought process blocking? What's supposed to be coming in here, Spirit? What's supposed to be coming in? Ooh, High Priestess. So your intuition is coming in, pile 1. You're, oh my gosh. Okay, so we have those 2 together means there may be some secrets coming to light for you. And that's why you've been in your head. You feel like there's been some like possible dishonesty going on. So pay attention to your dreams. Illusions are being opened up for you, okay? Again, it could be, okay, so you could have had some heartbreak and loss here. You're at the end of this. The 10s are good, even though it looks bad, you're at a completion of the cycle. So this journey you're on, you're coming to a completion. May have some discouragement, or you may be having some discouragement as these things come to light. Because sometimes they're truths and they can hurt, but it's only temporary. This is a minor arcana card, 3 of Swords. So this will pass and it will come to completion here. So who's ever been maybe lying to you or stabbing you in the back, unfortunately, it's going to come to an end, and then you may be going into hermit mode. So you may be really going within and contemplating what's been going on here on your journey. And this is where it's been a journey for you, pile 1. But let's see what's the outcome of this, Spirit. What other messages do you have? Okay, if we have your juggling, just contemplating between 2 choices here. Maybe going back and forth between your intuition and just being super logical about everything. You have temperance, balance. Again, your intuition could be like really lighting up right now for you on this journey. All right, let's get some more of these here. So Spirit, tell us what some of the outcome is for pile 1 here. Tell us what some of this outcome is for pile 1. This beautiful journey they're on. Okay, so you are having some anxiety, which clearly is understandable with this back and forth journey. Spirit is asking you to really work on your communication, your throat chakra. This could be you are feeling anxious, you don't want to be open. You're in your head. This is very much in your head again. You have a lot of swords in this reading, so being in your head, but be willing to just work on your throat chakra. And that doesn't mean you go around and you're like, you know, saying anything you want to say. It's a healing form of speaking out your truth, but in a loving manner, okay? Because speaking truth and love is what I hear. So you're going to have some new romance coming in, whether you're single or you've been in a relationship for a long time. Maybe that's stagnant. It's showing that once you begin to communicate better, you're actually going to open the door to romance in your life, something you haven't really experienced before. Okay. Some of this, what's going to happen with this is you're going to be at a crossroads, and both of these came out. So you actually are going to have a choice in this journey that you're going through. In order to unlock this door to romance, you may have to be walking away from a situation that's not serving you, pile 1. Okay? And on that note, since this is turning to a romantic, we're going to get a little bit more. We're going to get some romance cards here for you. So Spirit, can you tell us a little bit more about the walking away? Okay, this is not for everybody. It's saying somebody is currently in a relationship. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So somebody out there has that message. You're feeling like this. Maybe that's why you're feeling anxious and you don't know how to communicate that to the person you're with. So you're kind of indecisive, like, well, you know, maybe I can make this work, but I can't. And then you are like, should I walk away? And then we also have this. So some of you out there may be needing to release your ex-partner. Okay, maybe you still have feelings there that are blocking you from being fully open to love in this other situation in your life. Okay, because in order for us to fully love who we're with, we have to release those old patterns, those old feelings, forgive, wrongs, to be in that energy, pile 1. And so your journey looks like it's been very much a journey of love. Yeah, Spirit's asking you to retreat, to disconnect from the world for a little bit, just to see what you actually really want. We have divine timing is at work in your love life. So Spirit's asking you to really tap into your intuition and wait for the divine timing. This one pulled out. This is not going to be for everybody. I'm still going to set it out because it might be for somebody specific. There could be religious factors involved in this romance that you're currently in, or that you're thinking about, or it could be an ex. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So you may be feeling stuck, like you're stuck in this relationship due to maybe divorce is not acceptable due to the religious beliefs. Maybe, you know, you have the same religious beliefs, so you feel like, well, this has to be right because we have the same religious beliefs, but that's not always the case in situations. So I'm going to get something else here, pile 1, if I can find it. Well, this is what's coming out, so this is what Spirit wants to come out here. One final message for you, pile 1. What final message do you have for pile 1, Spirit? What final message do you have? What final message do you have, Spirit, for pile 1? What final message do you have for pile 1? What final message do you have for pile 1, Spirit? What final message do you have for pile 1 today? Ooh, that's really good. That really fits. I feel like that fits with the religious influence. Instead of taking on the fear of others, and look at how beautiful that card is. Almost looks like a third eye when you look at it. I reflect love. So this definitely has to do with love. So Spirit's asking you to release this fear, this anxiety you're having about communicating your true feelings, to release that. You're taking on a fear maybe of past generations, of having to do things a certain way, and you're only gonna reflect your inner love, show your inner self, who you really are, and that's why you're needing to retreat right now. Spirit's asking you to retreat, and that's why the Hermit came out as well. So that you retreat, you step back a little bit from the situation and really nurture yourself. Because I see just this, I see you are worth waiting for, pile 1. You yourself are worth waiting for. Okay, whatever situations you have been in your life, if you haven't been fully loved, you are worth waiting for. All right? This was a beautiful message of love for you, pile 1. If you like this, please like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next reading.